Hi, welcome back to our channel. My name's Jolie, and today is January 30th, continuing with the series of Each Day a New Beginning. It's a daily reflection, and I'm grateful that you're here with me in my studio slash dining room. Yeah, I am that person who, no matter where I go, I make sure there's a studio. Yeah, just I have to have that spot that I can just have my stuff and set forth to be able to create. So haven't yet since I've gotten into this space actually created anything. Um, though I have a keyboard here, I'm excited because I turn it on and I'll play with it a little bit. And I've done readings here, and I had an art show yesterday, which was wonderful. I got to spend time with some family, and my sister came with me, and she hung out in support of my going out into a new type of situation. And it was wonderful. It was a show where we collected money from the people that came, and anything that was sold there went towards there is a school for autism there, and so they get to go on field trips and whatever was raised. It was just a nice experience, out of the box, do something that you're not sure about. So I did it, and I'm glad I did. I'm always glad that I did after I do it. And during, I was like, once I get through that, oh, am I gonna fit in, any of that? And just get out of my head and just do the action. So I'm glad I did, and I wanted to share that with you. So, and onward, let's go. We're going to go ahead and start with a quote, and that's what's nice about these. They all start with a quote, and then there's like this writing that the writer of this book is Karen Casey, and so she starts always with the quote, and then she writes, I guess, her share about the quote, what comes up for her. And then at the end, there's a proclamation of like a call to action. So that's how this book is. And it was given to me when I first started my recovery journey. And sharing it with you is a way for me to share it with myself, because it's really hard for me to sit down and read and just be present. So that's why I started this channel, so I could do that. Okay, so life hack. All right, so the passage of time. So here we go with the quote. Fortunately, psychoanalysis is not the only way to resolve inner conflicts. Life itself still remains a very effective therapist. Life itself. So that's from Karen Horney. Okay. Um, so the passage of time, coupled with an openness to the messages gleaned from our conversations with others, can provide the answers we need for the way out of painful situations. Life is an ebb and flow, peaks and valleys, struggles and sweet times. What we fail to realize all too often is that the struggles make possible the times that are sweet. Our conflicts are our special lessons in life. We can learn to flow with them. We can learn to move through them, trust their value to us as growing changing. How good it feels to have found security with one another and that power greater than ourselves, who can, when we are willing, show us the path to resolution. So life will never free. Life will never be free of conflict, except that, nor should it be. Okay, so our lessons move us to higher planes of awareness. We can experience the joy hidden within the conflict. We can help one another remember that the sweetness of the moment is tied to the pain of a former forgotten moment. So all events, all experiences are connected. The path I travel alone and with others is bringing me brighter days. I will trust my path. It's right for me. Making decisions, difficult to make a decision when you're on a path. Today was also a day where I had this amazing interview, and whether or not I get the position, if I'm the one that is to be chosen for it, because I do want it. And I wasn't sure if I did until I got there and I got to talk to some really wonderful people who had I just was like, I would love to hang out with these people. And I was nicely surprised. So when I went, I had my expectations, I kept them at bay. I didn't want to use my imagination of creating this world that I normally do of like this scenario of like this magic, but what happened, it became that for me today. I was able to listen and talk and share. So it was really, opening my perceptions to that situation today. So, and I got to witness the people working there that had heart. And so I was able to connect. So I'm really grateful to my higher power with, knowing that God is more powerful than my plans. I was like, oh, I'll be fine if I just, if I get a part-time, that would be great. If I don't, it's, God has something else for me, but we'll see. And I'll let you know how it goes. So it was just a wonderful experience. And, the passage of time coupled with an openness to the message gleaned from our conversations with others today can provide answers we need for the way out of painful situations. So, being able to connect with people, especially if you're going to be around them for 8 hours a day, is really, I think that's a really wonderful thing. So it set the bar for me. So today was good. And not all days are going to be. So life will never be free of conflict. I'm sure that if this particular job I get, there's definitely going to be some conflict because there's going to be people, places, things outside of me, even myself. Like I may have a hard day. Maybe there's going to be something that I'm struggling with that I don't realize until it's shown outward in a relationship, like what was happening earlier, or last week sometime when I was sharing that. Like I didn't realize that I was overwhelmed until it was evident in the relationships that my close relationships. I was really like, why am I so frustrated? So I really searched that by talking to some people, reading, praying, talking to you here, you know. So anyway, I will go ahead and we'll say the Serenity prayer. I think that's all I have to say today. I'll read this. Just for today, I will release my loved ones to my higher power's care. I will free myself from trying to do the impossible, changing the actions, attitudes, and life of anyone other than myself. And just for today, I will set aside my fears, frustrations, and aspirations and take a few minutes to review the abundance that exists in my life today. I will place my future in the care of a loving God of my own understanding and trusting my needs will be met at a time and in a way that is best for all concerned. All right, I like that. It's a good way to end, and I'm open for some ratings. So I'd like to get some emails, and I have one that I have to return, and so for astrology and for tarot. So it's a fun way to be able to have to add in the a different way of a little bit of self-discovery, and then we can connect, which is wonderful to do. So we'll go ahead and just be present right here, right now, and let's say the Serenity prayer. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we can't change, to have the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So God's will, not ours, be done. So keep coming back. It works if you work it because you're worth it and you're loved. And the universe does have your back always, no matter what. And life has its ups and downs. And we're just here learning how to live it on life's terms and doing the best we can with a grateful heart. All right, so much love. I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. And you can check out the main page for 365 days plus of readings on this channel. All you have to do is plug in a date or a book that you're looking for. There's Course in Miracles, Courage to Change, One Day at a Time in Al-Anon, and Hope for Today, along with Each Day New Beginning. We just started that, as well as the first 3 steps from past recovery. And I'll continue to do that on this journey. So see you soon. Love you.